Okay. We're most likely losing today, but that's okay. Hopefully the audio's okay. Yeah. Basically, I looked at the next few fights, and yeah, we're gonna have to fraud out hard. The next double, I have no way to play around focus band. If they focus bands, GG. So yeah. Let me just get my team ready in the calc. Also, Jupiter, a lot of bullshit can happen. It's not consistent at all. I'm just wondering if I want Pidgeot for the next fight or if I want Arbok as a sack. Pidgeot gives me... Pidgeot's just more insurance in the back, which is nice. I might bring Pidgeot, but not Blaziken, because in theory I don't need Blaziken with this line. Except I kinda do. I'm actually dropping some frames, internet-wise. We're probably losing Lantern on this fight. That's okay. Pidgeot gives me backup on you, but I don't really need it. I actually think I'm gonna bring both Arbok and Pidgeot. Problem is Chimecho's on the Cyrus team, Empoleon's on the Cyrus team. Can't really be risking those. Empoleon's also on the Byron team. What's up, Katrin? Fuck them up. Today's gonna be a movie. We're gonna be balling hard. And if we wipe, but that's okay. I just, like, without gravity, I don't have any consistent ways through these fights. guess that's not true. I'm gonna look into an... No. I might have a way through this, actually. A bit more consistent. I'll take a look at it later. When we get there. I need to get through this first. This fight actually scares me a lot. Almost every single fight today is gonna be... We're gonna be steering turn 2. We're just gonna have to be reacting to what happens on the screen. And on this fight, if this focus bands, like, I don't know, GG. I guess focus band's only bad if this starts going crazy on like belly drums, but yeah. Because worst case, I can sack Arbok and Lantern to get something in. Probably just try Mechos, like, probably that's a crit. By probably, I mean definitely. But I think I'd rather risk try Mecho the Blaziken. And there's a world where these two are the ones trapped in the field. Do I even need Ludi? Yeah, right. The problem with this line is belly drum turn 1. So maybe I just lead these two. But then I lose turn 2. Or I lose if crit, but that's okay. Yeah. I lead these two, and I bring these two in the back as sacks. I'm always bringing Empoleon, because I need something that switches into Mence, other than the 2 sacks. We're gonna try to keep my mortar up as long, on the field for as long as possible. If Ludi either crits or it confuses into too many self-hits, like, it's gonna get scary. Focus ban is also scary. Anyway. We can wipe on any of the 3 of the next 4 fights. I think less so on the next one, but Jupiter and Cyrus definitely. I could have spent like a full day calcing these, but I have to go tomorrow. And honestly, I just want to send it. But I'm gonna take a second look at Jupiter, because I just thought of something involving Sticky Barb. Actually, Sticky Barb doesn't work. Never mind. I already ruled it out. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this fight, Jupiter is gonna be, it's gonna be a movie. Anyway. What do I want here? Like, Blaziken's better to sit on the field, but it's only really needed for Porygon Z. I think Arbok is always the first sack. Lantern might be... But is Arbok the first sack? That's not true. I think I always send in Lantern first. Depends on who's out. Like Arbok would be the sack to you. Do I even die? I do. This can live also. Pidgeot's just like a revenge killer and everything. Also gives me something faster than Gengar. Not willing to sack Ludi, Chimecha, or Pidgeot. Worst case scenario is Mence and Porygon Z on the field together. One of them is going to be clicking random moves, the other one's going to be firing off fucking this. Then we have to find a way through Parish Stall. And no one on my team is faster except for Pidgeot. Pidgeot gives me a second Intim though. This would always get... And the Intim doesn't matter when it's Draco Meteor. Also, I don't want Pidgeot to overlevel, but it's already coming to Jupiter. There's a world where Pidgeot doesn't even need to come out on the field. Does Miracle Eye go through Substitute? Doesn't matter, Blaziken's faster. That's good. Okay. I think this is fine. These two don't need... If it's Chimecha, Blaziken on the field, they don't need to be faster. We're always teaching Aurora Beam. I actually think you should be Sharp Beak. 58 plus 20. It does make a difference, unfortunately. These two could get Parish stalled. Did I bring Raichu? Gives me a third sack, which I'm okay with. Always break sub. Yeah. I actually like Raichu here. It's faster than everything, does like non-zero damage. Actually, like, tanks a Draco reasonably well. But how are we beating Gengar with, let's say, these two on the field? Also, I appreciate the good luck, Sub-Zero. How's it going? Sorry, I was just locked in. $35 plus 40 is actually enough. So Lantern and Raichu could be on the field on it. Yeah, I'm gonna be joining you soon. Problem with this team, it's like, it's ridiculously it's pretty slow. We have Revengers. It's gonna look so scuffed. This might be more scuffed than Jupiter. Do we need pre-sleep? Yeah, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to teach this Earthquake. I need the move slots. I completely forgot this was a thing. I actually need like every move here. I can drop Avalanche. Whatever, if we need it, we'll scale it back. How useful do you think Raichu is after this? I mean, I can go to 65 actually, it's completely fine. You should be 65. It's pre-sleep. Oops. It's gonna be so scuffed. He'll be okay. What's up, Biggie? We're about to do the fight before Jupiter. It's a double battle. My mic's far away from my face, but it's a double battle before Jupiter. Jupiter 2. I don't have any consistent lead, I don't have any consistent line. We're probably sacking 2, maybe 3. We'll see. Does this sound okay, by the way? Both on the mic and game volume. It's better than Manat. I have my mic like really close to my mouth. Is it better? Like, I don't know. My mic settings are so bad. Appreciate the good luck. Wow, I actually like really needed this fight. This fight, honestly, I might be frauding more in this fight than the 2 boss fights coming up. Maybe a little loud. Which one? The mic? Because I can whisper. Let me pull it over my phone. I just want to hear it for myself. Because I'll go back into my VOD and check out, like, basically like the stream quality. Oh shit. Then I'll realize that my mic just fluctuates so much up and down. Sometimes I speak too loud, sometimes I don't know. Sometimes the mic's far away from my mouth. I think it's a little loud right now, right? Blue collar mic is a W. Appreciate it. I'll just keep it like this. If like I'm blowing your guys' eardrums out, just let me know, and I'll tone it down a little. Alright, this is gonna look very funky. If we crit the Magmortar turn 1, we're immediately steering like extremely hard. We're probably losing Ludi in that case, actually. Maybe I shouldn't pre-damage. I'm not gonna pre-damage for that reason. Because that's actually a real possibility. In that case, we can at least risk the acupressure as opposed to just high roll or poison. I mean, we're risking poison anyway. It's only 10% though. It's also a high crit. Also needs to hit. Alright. Good luck. And like, for real. I'd rather, I don't know if I want to use up all my luck on this fight as opposed to the next 2. Anyway. Chimecha was the original chicken. Rip. Alright. This is like a purely vibes-based fight for how strong the box is. Just have like no fucking wait to do this consistently. Turn 1, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Miracle Eye the Ariados. Ariados probably gonna Spiderweb or follow me. Follow me super unlikely though, so it should be Spiderweb. We're gonna Water Pulse the Magmortar. If this Magmortar, Magmortar is like random AI, and like we live like crits no matter what it does, but we really don't want to kill this turn, so we're gonna Water Pulse, but this does like a fuck ton of damage. Actually, let me triple check my items, even though we're in the middle of the fight. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna do a lot of damage. We don't want to confuse. We don't want crit. Good luck. Yeah, left side AI. Some Miracle Eye. This makes our moves fully accurate. Alright, that's a super low roll. And a belly. Okay, that's perfect. That's the perfect first turn. Beautiful. Alright, now we really don't want Focus Band. So what are we gonna do? So we're gonna attack the Ariados. And I think Ludi. I should have taught Attract to Ludi. It's a little bit of a throw. Anyway, we're going to, I think, Magical Leaf. You think this is not under 20%, right? So it should live, unless we crit. Problem is if we like click any other move, we're for sure killing the Magmortar if we hit it. I should have taught Attract. That was a throw. I kind of hope it Focus Bands now. Or we don't crit magically. Alright, don't crit, Ludi. Good. Rock Slide is perfect. It's like its least damaging move. We just don't want to see Lava Plume. This should be always Drapion. I want to check something real quick. So Chimecho is dead to like high roll Lava Plume crit into burn. What's burn chance on it? We like have to play into it. It's 30% to burn. It also needs to hit. The reason we're Black Belt Mystic Water, Black Belt on Chimecho, is because Aura Sphere into Water Pulse always kills this. Always kills the Drapion, we're both faster. If we crit here, it's like fine. It'll just be Mence, Porygon-Z, and we just double sack and find our way. Alright, no crit. Either Rock Slide or Lava Plume. Good. Nice. Ludi tanks these like super well. This is always Porygon-Z. This guy's a demon. This should get an attack boost. Indeed. So this actually just sees kill into both. Ludi is unfortunately just barely slower. Chimeco has a 75% chance to kill, but it's always dead, and I kind of need this on Cyrus. So I think I'm gonna just play it safe and double switch, aka probably sack. Because he's killing to both. If it nasty plots up, it's fine, because we're always gonna hit next turn. Well, that's not true, but yeah, in this PB. Alternatively, we could go Empoleon now, but I need it for the... I need it somewhat healthy for the Ments. Or I could just go for the range with Chimeco. This is where Chicken would have been good, because Chicken just kills this. Outspeeds and kills. Again, that even if it misses Hyper Beam, or actually next turn it won't be able. If it misses, it won't be able to nasty plot. He's killed into Arbok. Did he just double misses, or just misses? Lantern actually tanks one, but not if Magmortar hits it. So good luck. Maybe I should have just gone for the range, but I don't know. I really need Chimeco and Cyrus. Alright, just missed. I don't even know who attacked. Double miss. Nice. Triple miss that turn. Yeah, they are. Even though I wanted to sack. I really wanted to sack one for the recoil. Literally. It's actually quite good. Believe it or not. I always see kill into Arbok. Lantern actually fucking tanks this. And it's never getting targeted. We can chip it and just attack with the Arbok, but I look wanted Arbok as an Intim later. It's not even a punish, I sent them out to die. But yeah, you're right. I'll get punished on Jupiter. You will not enjoy that line. And if I get through Cyrus, like, I don't know. You'll be appalled. You're right. Today's like purely vibe based. I'm fully expecting to lose some real guys. I could just stay in and attack with Arbok, because it's getting targeted anyway. If it dies, it dies. We could Super Fang. What's Lantern holding? Quick Claw. I'm kidding, I pray for your success. There's a There's a reason they say break a leg in theater. That's true. KTZ, I don't think you understand how brutal Cyrus is gonna be without gravity. Like, I'll give you a teaser. Chimecho is my Metagross counter. And I actually really don't want it to fraud the Metagross, because then I can lose to Omni Boost after. Anyway, we're not there yet. I don't actually know what I want to do now. I was expecting someone to get hit. Or, I wasn't expecting it, but like, I was kind of hoping somebody got hit. Because if Arbok crits, then it's Mence. But if Arbok crits, that means... Oh, actually we just Super Fang and attack. We could Glare also. It's also a possibility. I think at this point I can just try to save the Arbok. Like, you're never dead to crit. You have Bright Powder too. The problem is, then I don't know what to do. Like, the next turn is just awful. Arbok is the only thing in my box that resembles some sort of like tech with Glare and Super Fang. Like, nothing else has like any of that. Wait, sorry, I wasn't reading. Yeah, I don't see KTZ as fuming. I mean, every time he talks shit, it seems pretty jokingly. But I don't know, it's beginning to sound, from what I get on your streams, beginning to sound there's a council of Nuzlockers praying for my downfall. Because the water pulse incident yesterday, people were saying I was gonna wipe if it was rocks. Like, that couldn't be like far from the case. Like, I was like still likely to go deathless. Anyway. I'm like considering if I want to actually just save the Arbok here. Because Empoleon's not dead to like any double crits. We also have Bright Powder for extra fraud. Fuck it, we'll just... We don't want to crit Gunk Shot if we do hit. Honestly, what we could do is actually stay in here and just double back into Chimecho, right? Let me get this right. I could get spread bugged actually, and it's really bad with Lava Plume. Is it worth playing around? Lancer could also get flinched, but that's okay because, yeah. Okay. Is crit fine? Crit is not fine because then we killed the McMortar. Nice quick close. Confuse? Oh my god, this is gonna please confuse into self-hit. Nah. Alright, see ya, Arbok. It's been real. Arbok there. I mean, I've constantly shit on Arbok for being a bad mon, but it genuinely had stuff that nothing else in my box could do. I also clutched up in Maylene's gym when I was like giga steering and forgot to plan for a Toxicroak, so thanks for playing, buddy. What now? I think I go Raichu, kill the Porygon Z, and then switch Lantern into Empoleon. How much is Raichu taking from Magmortar? Nothing. I think that's the play. Nice Mach Punch, idiot. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up and actually reading chat now. Steelix does look insane. KTZ is finally scaling. He also got a Probopass, which is a good one. Get past Candace, people see Steelix and Apom and go Blessed Run. That is true. I will be calling out the fraud. Meanwhile, the entire first half of the game staring at my hot ass box. True. No, McMortar has not hit a move. It hit a Rock Slide. So I'm prepared for Raichu to die here. Raichu actually like tanks the shit pretty well though. We're only dead to like half the crits. It doesn't even, it beats Dragon Rush over Draco, which is funny. What does Empoleon beat? Empoleon beats Draco. I think I'm okay with these two being on the field with Gengar out. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't really want Empoleon on the field. I think we just attack and then see after. Alternatively, we could go back to Lantern with you while we attack with Empoleon. Empoleon has the Bright Powder. We all know he's not getting hit. And then... yeah. I mean, Raichu would always... The problem is Empoleon can't break Gengar's sub with Aurora Beam. And Raichu's faster. But if I hit it and then it subs, it's gonna be 41. It's gonna be at 59% minimum. And then it can't sub again. Maybe I'll protect. I actually think these two are completely fine. I just can't lose Empoleon here. Raichu, I need you to like kind of lock in. I don't think there's a safer play. Like I could go back to Lantern. I guess it depends who I'd rather lose, right? I'd rather risk. But if it's always Dragon Rush into Raichu, like maybe I do want to just go Lantern. Because the damage doesn't actually matter on the Mence at all. I think this is like a little tricky, or maybe I'm just like being slow for no reason. How has it been an hour already, by the way? I just stopped glancing at that. Every time I'm like, how the fuck? Anyway, this has a Yachi Berry, so we're never one-shotting it. Aurora Beam does 34, Shockwave with Magnet does 34. Which means I can actually switch and pulling out the next turn. We just double attack. And Raichu, you need to clutch up a bit. And if we crit, we'll figure it out. Alright, hit. That's a crit. Jesus Christ. That's a big hit. It's way more than I expected. Alright, lock in Raichu. No crits. Cool. I guess the problem now is that Raichu's low. We're still risking it to my... What's our health? 86. What does Raichu die to? Dies to like Lava Plume crit? It doesn't die to any other crits. I think I much prefer something that can actually break Empoleon's, or Gengar's sub. I think we just go Ludi, because Ludi also tanks Magmortar pretty well. And at least it's faster than Magmortar, so it won't get flinched, which is actually a possibility. Kicks Rock Slide. It's also King's Rock. We could have flinched there actually, I didn't even think of that. Appreciate it, Pac-Man. Stop! You're not supposed to be hitting. This should kill. Actually, it definitely kills. Alright, and then Gengar traps us in. We have Mystic Water and Magnet. How do I want to do this? Because maybe I just want to kill the Magmortar this turn, while the other one attacks Gengar. I think Raichu should attack the Gengar, because we're faster, and then Ludi should kill the Magmortar. Especially because it can protect. I mean, you need to click Mach Punch into hit into flinch for it to be an issue. That would never happen. And the flinching was only really an issue when the Porygon Z was out. Oh no, when the Drapion was out. Other than that, it's fiction. It didn't matter as much, but it would have been complicated if it did flinch. Okay, you're bad. Yeah, as I said, KTZ, you are not gonna like the fights I do today. Like you already said, I'm frauding out and shit. Like today it's not just frauding, we're balling hard. Oh my god, bro. No, when those two are out, I mean, yeah, I can see it. The Mence next to Magmortar is not an issue. Because Empoleon can sit there. Sort of. Yeah, I don't know. The Porygon Z is a little bit of an issue if it actually just starts flinching way too much. Or if it flinches exactly on the turn that Chimecho goes to kill the Porygon Z. But yeah, as I said, I just mean it flinching you isn't real, but like one turn this Magmortar flinches a guy on a bad. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's definitely snowbally. But as I said, I don't know, I couldn't play around Focus Band turn 1. I couldn't really play around most like combinations of mons on the field safely. Would have been better with Gravity for sure. Are we balling? Oh, hell yeah. The next fight genuinely might get ugly. And like it will get ugly. Only KTZ is gonna really understand the risk I'm taking, I think. But god, it's gonna be... At least it'll be fun. What's up, Knack? Kill Jupiter? That's the plan! If I can beat Jupiter without losing Chicken and Pidgeot, it'll be great. But I don't know. I think I'm losing 4 most of the time. There's occasionally lines where like I get out with 2, but those are so fiction. The average is probably 3 or 4. Thankfully, we're not risking flinches anymore, but we're risking like everything else under the book. Oops. By the way, if you guys weren't aware, the reason I'm like kind of balling like this is because I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks starting tomorrow. And I really want to know if I'm gonna get past this section before I come back, or if I wipe. Which is like probably an L mindset, but it's okay. It didn't matter how long I started these fights, I don't think it ever would be riskless or get much better than this. Two trainers ahead is funny. KTZ might be done explaining his encounter routing before I get back. Yeah. I may have misremembered. It outsped the Mansion Tauros, but that one's minus speed. Yeah, it does not outspeed this one. Instead, we'll just get we'll pair it. This line is so undercooked. I have it, oh yeah, I have my items here. Whatever. Oh my god, how am I gonna be fucking YOLOing this fight? Like, quite literally. Like, turn 2 I can get double switch AI. Which isn't all too bad. Well, it depends who switches out. Anyway. Up next is Jupiter 2. Like, because there's 2 ways to think about it, right? I could just go Magnet and kill the Gera, turn 1. But I get no progress on the Tauros. Like, the Tauros gonna pack me up after. That's why I was planning on just spamming Discharge with Ampharos until either Amphi goes down or like there's an opportunity to switch. And I have Blaziken and Pidgeot to clean up the back. So basically Pidgeot kills the Medicham with Aerial Ace. Blaziken one-shots Magnezone. Believe it or not, Blaziken one-shots the Regirock with Black Belt. The problem is if it's not a 2v1 against Tangrowth, and it's Pidgeot Blaziken out, which I'm kind of expecting to be the case. One of them is risking crit. We're actually not risking AP boost. AP boost is fine because we'll always get chip. No, it doesn't kill with discharge. It'll be over 2 turns. That's the thing. Yeah, I'll show you. My Ampharos is 1 special. Like, it's not killing this shit with discharge. Let's be for real. It does like 50%. I need like Magnet Thunderbolt to kill the Gara. Turn 1. What's up, Pact? EO went, honestly, as well as it could go. It was only 1 death for how much I balled. Yeah, Snake sack. As much as I shit on Snake, I'm a little sad to see it go. And I'm about to lose the second Snake. I could technically teach this Feint attack to get some chip somewhere. I don't think it's worth it though. I think it's just better as a sack. So the thing with just discharging. Here, let me do this. It'll basically be Cacturn baiting the kills. Pre-damage to bait kills from Gara, Tauros, and it's also going to be in range of Ice Punch in case of discharge crit. Turn 1. Discharge crit, specifically on the Gara. Technically, discharge crit can kill the Tauros if I'm 65. Which I am, right? No, I'm 64. Well, now I'm 65. Okay, well, I didn't know I was on candies. Okay, well. Fantastic. That's okay. Maybe I should edge Amphi. It's technically something that can come in on Suicune. It's technically something that can fraud the Ments. But I don't think I'm using it there. Pidgeot's most likely gonna level past this cap, and I don't know what I'm gonna do in this fight. Because if Pidgeot over levels, then I'm sure I can cook something up for this, but Pidgeot's the only thing in my box that can kill a Torterra. But I'm sure I can find something, like some sack, that can get me in. Especially because I'm sacking Beedrill. Beedrill's the second thing that kills a Torterra, and only in Swarm. So. And I think I want Beedrill 1 HP. Burn doesn't actually matter on it, because I'm discharging anyway with an Ampharos, like it'll die. But yeah, essentially Cacturn is baiting the kills from the leads. Ampharos actually just like tanks both. It's never that to Giga Impact. It's never that to Aerial Ace. Because of discharge, we'll have Shell Bell. So even if Tauros lands the Giga Impact on my sack, and Ampharos gets hit by the Aerial Ace, we'll heal out of Giga Impact range, turn 2. We're kind of playing for paralysis. It only really matters on Tauros. If Tauros gets parried, we can switch up the line mid-fight. I'll have to think. This fight might take like a fucking hour to get through mid-fight, depending on what happens. Also, after we discharge, in theory, it can switch AI into Magnezone, it can switch AI into Tangrowth. Both are fine if it's the Gyarados switching out. If it's Tauros switching out, it's like a bit more suspicious. And that also depends if he got the paralysis or not. again, if we... Also, the cool thing is, if Tauros does come back in, Blaziken just, like, doesn't die to a Giga Impact. Unless it's crit. I don't want my sacks to be, like, healthy, because I actually don't want the recoil. I don't want Tauros to die, like, turn 1. And I definitely don't want to get a double kill turn 1. Because Amphi's always baiting Regirock. I guess a double kill turn 1. No, I know it's insanely likely. I know. But believe me, I know. That's why I was thinking about the kill Gera angle. But then... maybe the kill Gera angle is just better. But like I get no progress on the Tauros. But I can like keep it busy. Because I can just like after my sack go back into Cacturn. Like if I kill Gera and sack Beedrill turn 1, it's always Regirock and I'm baiting kills from both. The problem is now I'm baiting Ice Punch and Giga Impact. The thing is, if Giga Impact hits my sack, aka Viper, I'm just straight up risking Ice Punch freeze, and then like, there's no more tempo. Like if Amphi gets frozen, I guess that's not true. If Amphi gets frozen, it'll be showing kill to Tauros, and I can send in Blaziken, and then Blaziken can frag something. The problem is Regirock can then Rock Polish, and it's GG's. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild steer. The only switch AI has is Magnezone and Tangrowth. Like, on Magnezone, it's... both are actually, like, fine. The problem is double switch. You know? But I guess it's 2 separate 1 in 3 chances for both Mons. Because I'm discharging, right? Look, I never claimed that the line was, like, good. It is not good. But in theory, like, if it switches Tangrowth, like, it's actually, like, just fine. We just risk, like, I don't know, some crit. We're faster than it, so we can just attack the Tauros. If it's double switch, we're no longer baiting kills. Yes, it is a double. Like, if it's double switch, turn 2. Because if I discharge turn 1 and turn 2, right? Let's say it's double switch. I'll have 2 Mons down at that point. Beedrill and Viper are dead. If it's double switch, I can just send in Blaziken. And then sack Cacturn later in the... kill the Magnezone. How much does... sorry about the chair. Sorry, how much does discharge into... I mean, in theory, it's a range to kill. It's not a good one. Viper hasn't... well, I guess Viper's pretty bad. It, like, actually swept this fight, though. Which was the first good thing it's done in a while. Viper clutched up a few times. It was good on the Hail tag battle as a lead. Especially because you're just willing to risk a Viper. I'm sure Naughty 19 attack had something to do with it. The speed actually didn't matter. This is like faster than like everything in that fight. I think it led and killed the Abomasnow into Gardevoir. And in theory, if I didn't get put to sleep and Starmie came out, I would get a triple frag. But unfortunately, Cloyster came out. And then other than that, it's barely done anything. Except for the first double battle of Maylene split, where I had it there as an XP dump, and then I had to steer, or of Wake split. I had to steer on this fight, because I fucked up. And it clutched up a bit. And then on this fight, it swept everything. But that's only because I was like super high speed. I don't know why Mr. Viper's GMO. This is supposed to be a Rapidash. Or Venomoth. Actually, like, Tailglow and Silverwind and Fog would have like gone crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But because Tailglow is priority. Dude, this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be terrible. Maybe I do just go Magnet and kill Gyarados turn 1, Tershuka. And pray it doesn't Aerial Ace crit, and go from there. Because I go Beedrill, it's always Regirock. If I get crit, then what? Do I just go into Blaziken and risk? I was going to Blaziken. No, I can't. Because then I can't. Because if it's Regirock, Tauros on the field, I need to choose who to kill with Blaziken. In theory, it's Tauros. The problem is, where did the fight go? The problem is, Blaziken baits. Okay. Fuck it. No, I agree. I think I have out with the discharge play. I'm gonna just fucking send it. You're right. You're right. I shouldn't think about it. I should just play the game the way it was meant to be. Just ball out. I should decide now if, like, I think you're definitely over leveling, right? The problem is the actual they're not the two important GMO guys, but two of the best GMO guys are right here. Should I just accept that Pidgeot is over leveling? But like the extra level doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter at all. Pidgeot's only really here for Medicham and Tangrowth. It can revenge the Tauros. Nah, I'm just discharging. I'm running that shit. We're probably losing Cacturn, Ampharos. We're definitely losing Beedrill and Seviper. No, it's definitely good content. I'm down for it. Problem is, I'm really playing the numbers game today, and it's like, we already did it one fight, we're about to do it for a second fight, and then we're gonna do it later on Cyrus. Like, the variance will catch up to me. Taking 22. So I live one more. Double switch will be fucking hilarious too, so whatever, we'll run it. Oh shit, it fucking struggled? Okay. that to like struggle crit? That would have been so fucking funny too. Dude, getting fragged about this. Oh my god. Getting fragged by default picks. I'll never hear the end of it. Does 63 or 64 even like fucking matter? KTZ, if you're still here, it's like 1% to bulk up over kill, right? Turn 1 specifically. And then after, it'll always go for the kill. Can I ever be in range? No, that's not a thing. I'm less than 70% baiting only Giga Impact kill, so it's 1.3% bulk up over Giga Impact kill. Not baiting EQ, not baiting Rage kill. Can't DD over kill unless not very effective. So, Cacturne's gonna be like at 100, which is less than 70%. It's gonna be at 60%. In theory, if my sack was Aryados, I could get rid of the white herb, and it gives me outs later on the Tauros for Giga Impact. Jupiter has like every single AI. That's setup, risky, harassment. Yeah, but I can't guarantee the Lantern dying with no gravity. Otherwise, like, I totally would have done that. High HP grass type. Problem is my grass types are Roserade, which is coming to Cyrus, Cacturne, which I love as a Pokemon, but yeah. And then Leafeon, which is too physically bulky to do what I want, I think. Yeah, I do need Clef, yeah. Now I remember what you were saying, also unironically like sacking the Ampharos to Giga Impact. I guess like if you have gravity, just do the Lantern, right? Higher HP total. The other option I have right this moment is try to high roll the grass for the 4% Stantler for gravity. 6%. I tuned in, I saw that I was dead, but I didn't get to rewatch the VOD. I'll do that later, after I wipe. I bet you're already seeing like 5 different ways I can wipe like turn 2, but it'll be fun. This will be fun. Random move, waterfall flinch, yeah. Happens. It's a totally reasonable thing to happen, right? Do I want Bright Powder or do I want Sharp Beak? Also, the good thing is, when quote-unquote we need to risk crits, like we're in Fog, right? And everyone in the community says that I'm just gonna dodge anyway, so... In theory, like, that should be easy. What items should I give these guys for good luck? Yeah. I mean, I'm already going in with the mentality that I can sack 4, right? I'm willing to sack everything but the middle 2. Wait, did I fuck up? Because I kind of want to pre-sleep. Pre-sleep doesn't fucking matter. If something's getting hit by a Zap Cannon or an Ice Punch, like, we lost. Pre-sleep only really matters for if Pidgeot's ever switching in on a Frenzy Plant. Which will not happen. Fuck it, we're not pre-sleeping. We're going Nightmare mode. Regirock Tauros, yeah. I think I can figure something out though. Because I can't really... I can go back to... Cacturne's been kills from Regirock, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. So that's an out to like prevent it from... Can I Rock Polish over kill after turn 1? Definitely not, right? I'll give you like the Amulet Coin. Switch AI would be funny as shit. Do I miss Rourke Split? Not at all. But soon we'll be seeing Cranidos again. But sure as hell I'm not fucking resetting for a good Piplup into like a Nidoran or something. That sounds like just insane. My opinion is that like all the runners doing that are way too good to just be resetting for good encounters. Like, I think it's just a waste of time. But maybe it's good content. Maybe I'm just like deluded. I'll give you the Silver Powder because that's like the item you've always held. Nothing really wants Bright Powder. Your Shell Bell. Yeah. Well, this is gonna go terribly. There's a... You mean like Rampardos, probably? Where's our fucking Cranidos? Don't tell me there isn't. That guy's back. I feel like it's insane. Did your Penguin die? Because I remember when you were at your box, I couldn't spot Penguin, but maybe it was in your party and I'm just dumb. But Penguin with Avalanche is actually like also a really good Dragonite answer on Byron. But since you have a Steelix, obviously like you have no reason to use Empoleon. I was just wondering. Also, your Penguin's Torrent, right? It's not even Swift Swim. Yeah, it's always in party. Yeah, makes sense. We might double our deaths on this route, in this fight alone. God, this is gonna get ugly real fucking quickly. If we don't get Para, Switch AI is just so bad. We'll let Amphi ball out. just feel like Torrent is so, for like a slow water type, is just like not ideal, right? Blaze on Blaziken is fucking insane. I think at worst we'll have the second farthest run ever because I'm quite confident. Actually, I cannot be quite confident. No, I'm confident I'll get at least one frag. Even if things go fucking awful, I will send in Blaziken and I will get a frag. Regardless. And that's a fact, like I'll guarantee that. Penguin is awesome. It's so funny because we have like completely different movesets. And both Penguins are just unbelievably good. Well, this is it. This is definitely where the haters might actually get what they want. Which is truck. Mirror shot also is like not worth teaching for the Regirock because it doesn't one shot and Thunderbolt two shots it anyway. Guess we'll take one last look at our soldiers. Got the neutral. Oh, we're 12 special, not 1 special. I was 1 speed. I misremembered. Got the Ampharos. We got Zarude, who I did not expect to be here. Did not expect to get past Wake. And slightly above average Chicken. I mean, like this whole run, we've just been given guys that, like, you know, not great natures, not great IVs, but we've pushed through. You know, we've made do what we had. We got through. Alright, good luck. This will be fun. This fight might actually take a fucking century to finish. Or maybe by turn 3 I'll realize that I lost. It's totally possible. I'm paranoid now. Sorry. Let me one last check on the pre-damage. Always that say kick impact, never rage. From both. There's no like hazards. Read that to you. Read that to you. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Shovel. Best of luck. Alright, Jupiter 2 is a double battle in Fog. Technically it's just like, I guess it's less than 1% to wipe turn 1 because we might be proccing switch AI. So even if it bulks up, it might just fucking switch out. We'll see what happens. Actually, bulk up is not even a wipe con because we have Pidgeot on the team. So, Cacturn is pre-damaged to be killed from both. Ampharos does not show kills from either Mon. Ampharos is just gonna sit on the field and just start spamming attacks. Specifically Discharge for now. We're gonna hit everything. Para on Tauros is amazing, on Gyarados doesn't matter whatsoever. Cacturn, again, baiting kills from both. We're gonna sack. Who I'm gonna sack is actually a question because I forgot. Beedrill will always give me a consistent Regirock if I crit this turn. But I think I'll do it for the next turn. Also, Ampharos kind of has a range of two-shotting the Tauros, and that would be really bad, but we'll figure it out after. I think... because Viper would be Medi, right? I think we sack Viper first. Viper, you're honestly really underwhelming, even with buff speed. You clutched up a few times, so I appreciate you for that. Thank you for playing. You'll see. Alright, so since Tauros hit the Giga Impact, we're gonna get hit with the Air Lace by Gera. We don't want crit, but we have Shell Bell to get us out of Giga Impact range if it crit. Good. Third Death and Fog. Don't crit on Para. I mean Para. Awesome. We won. GG's. Don't crit. Para? No Para. It is a bad day to be a snake. Sorry, I'm just thinking a bit. Oh yeah, there's switch AI that can happen on both. Because since we discharged, there's Magnezone in the back and there's Tangrowth in the back that resist discharge, and they both have ground moves. Let me think of my best course of action is. It's actually like somewhat likely for at least one of them to switch. Potentially even both, because they both have two separate 1/3 chances to switch. So like, you know, it's a real possibility. How much is Amphi? Because Amphi's faster than Tauros now. I think the play is just still Cacturn and sack Beedrill, right? Because Ampharos can just like launch a Thunderbolt into Tauros as we sack something. I think Pidgeot just straight up kills the Gyarados from here. It's actually do you think that's under 40%? It's super likely to be under 40%. I don't have a calculator on me. I think we just stick with the line. Into sacking Beedrill. Yeah, I think that's the play. But this turn we don't need to... We don't need to discharge. Yeah, we don't need to discharge. We can just Thunderbolt the Gyara. Potentially even Power Gem. Nah, Thunderbolt is just better. Power Gem also kills. Power Gem is specifically good if it's Tangrowth. No, we just Thunderbolt. It's good into both switches. So we stick with the line. We're sacking a second one here. Alternatively, we could get a double kill, send in Pidgeot, assume that Gyara is under 40%, which I think it is. We kill the Gyara, and we Thunderbolt the Tauros and kill. We get a double kill. What does that get us? That gets us Regirock and Magnezone, which is fucking terrible. Or it might get like some different variations, but like most variations fucking suck. Alright, we could see double switch here. It's completely fine. Regardless, Beedrill will die this turn. Maybe Beedrill should have been not 1 HP, but lived 1 burn tick. Anyway, it's too late now. Again, Cacturn is baiting kills from both. Alternatively, we could actually like Thunderbolt the Tauros and actually go and Pidgeot on our Aerial Ace. That's also just bad though. No, never doing that. Alright, Beedrill, you were my last dupe on the honey trees. You've been great when you needed to be. I can't believe you're alive, because I had to steer in Wake's Gym and you actually clutched the fuck up on the Wigglytuff. Dodge a Focus Blast into like high rolls, into aftermath damage. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Double switch would be fucking hilarious. Neither switched. GG. We're tanking a fucking Giga Impact, so it's probably dead Amphi. Unless it full paras, but that's fine. At this point, if Amphi dies, it's completely okay. We're only dead to crit, and it's always gonna hit, because we're no guard. Hold on, Amphi. If it holds on, it's actually really good. That did no damage. That was like... Oh, what was the range? 68% to 80%. That was a fucking like... What HP are we at? 61? That was a min roll. That was literally a min roll. Okay. If I'm correct, the AI sees the dead Beedrill for switching, which means it's Regirock. I think it's time for the chicken. If it doesn't, then it's Metacham, which is also fine. We just go back to Cacturn, play it from there. But I'm pretty sure it's always Regirock. Or at the worst, 50%. Alright, the chicken is here. Tauros Knight to recoil, it's not too bad. Alright, we get a double frag here. Thunderbolt the Tauros. And the Rash Chicken with Black Belt at level 65. Just fucking frags the Regirock, the solid rock Regirock. I went Black Belt. I forgot to count how many frags Chicken had on this route, but for all the haters watching, you guys are lucky I didn't get Gravity because I would have swept the whole route with Guts Rat. Like, I did look at that, and Guts Rat kills over 30 mons on this route. There's some fights where you just lead Clefable, Gravity, switch to Rat, and win. Alright, this is where things get like pretty awkward. Tangrowth is actually so good here. It was a conscious choice, but it wasn't a full information choice. Alright, so this position is like not all that good, but it's like not all too bad. Medicham sees random kill into both. This Medicham has Life Orb, so it's like it doesn't see full damage. Ampharo's at 63, we're dead to like everything. Yeah. I think Ampharo's gonna stay on the field and simply die. Tangrowth sees Frenzy Plant, Earth Power kill. Now I kinda wish I pre-slept. Just a little bit. I think unfortunately it's just... I don't know if I can afford double sack here, because if I get crit by Tangrowth the next turn, I lose. I actually really wish I went... We can also dodge and fog, because Frenzy Plant can fucking para. Yeah. Anyway. What's the actual play here? Blaziken can always go into a Cacturn. And I think we just stay on the field with... Yeah, I think that's the play. Blaziken's not dead to anything from Tangrowth. It's only dead to Psycho Cut from Medicham. We can just go to Cacturn. And I think Ampharos... I think his time has come. We can technically... I mean, if Medicham attacks the Blaziken, we can get chip on the Tangrowth and then it's GG's from there. Not really. We still risk crit on Pidgeot, which is fine. We were steering from turn 2, but it was somewhat calculated. Sort of. Not really. I don't think there's another play other than sack the Ampharos, go into Cacturn. There are some like permutations of like moves being clicked here that are like fucking terrible for me. We'll figure it out. Also, when Pidgeot comes in, it's getting an Intim on Medicham, and it actually, it's still C-Kill on Cacturn. It's fine. Alright, Ampharos. What move am I what move am I clicking? Signal Beam on Tangrowth to avoid the crit chance after. No, we're still dodging crit. Actually, not really. Alright. Amphi. You've been great. You're not surviving this turn. There's no frauding available. Thanks for playing. Nice, nice, nice. Crit this? Confused? I don't know if the Shell Bell makes it so we live something. Probably not. See ya, Amphi. Alright, what is the engine saying now? I mean, it's only Pidgeot. In theory, I can keep the Medicham up and sack the Cacturn now, and I guaranteed win. Do I want to play for that? Or do I actually want to greed and keep the Cacturn up? Because if I go Pidgeot, which I think I'm always going to here, so let's just lock that in. There's no way Chicken's going in. Actually, let me triple check something. Yeah. It's actually only Vital Throw after the Intim. Pidgeot's never dead to Medicham. Blaziken's dead to Vital Throw, crit. So I think it's just unfortunately sack the Cacturn and then we win. Alright. And ideally Pidgeot doesn't overlevel. The problem with killing the Medicham, or the way we save Cacturn is we kill the Medicham, right? Needle arm flinch. It can't flinch in this game. Has no additional effect. At least that's what the calc says. I remember checking this at one point, I'm like, I could have sworn it flinched. Anyway. Cacturn's doing 21% to Tangrowth, it's never dead. Tangrowth? Is this checked HP? It is. Tangrowth is probably attacking. And considering Ancient Power is... this is risky AI, and Ancient Power is super effective, it's most likely APing the Pidgeot. AP crit means we lose. Not only Pidgeot, but most likely we're dodging crit for the run. We are in Fog, so that's a possibility. But I think it's just so fucking greedy. I think we just kill the Tangrowth, let Cacturn go down, and then we double frag the back. Also, let's say Tangrowth somehow didn't click AP into Pidgeot. And if Frenzy planted the Tangrowth, or the Cacturn, Cacturn's gonna go down before that goes off. And if Frenzy Plant hits the Pidgeot and Paras, we instant lose. There's no way out of it. Or there is a way out of it, but it's like, I'm not playing for that. So Cacturn, I can't believe you're still here, but you've been fucking fantastic, man. Like low-key, saved the fucking run from like a random egg for like being the only good lead on Wake that gave me a line that allowed me to keep all these mons alive. That was a terrible sentence, but like hopefully it made sense. Anyway, appreciate you for playing. Maybe you can dodge the Vital Throw, you know? Was it the Ancient Power Seed, or is it something I just... Oh, it Vital Throwed. Right. I forgot that's how that works. Crit this? Oh my god. There was the out for crit, but actually wasn't an out. Wait. Crit would have been so bad. Wait. Wait. Yeah, crit would have been fucking awful. Cacturn fought valiantly. Sorry, I'm just like investigating this line. Crit would have been fucking terrible. Not every crit kill, but yeah. Alright, now we just got a chicken. Chip didn't matter. We're most likely over leveling, right? It'll be close. I don't think we will. Air Lace you. We frag Magna Zone. We're faster, doesn't have priority, doesn't have like sturdy or some bullshit. We just kill. Alright. I don't think we're gonna overlevel. Crit would have been bad because then it would be Magna Zone on the field, seeing Zap Cannon kill on Pidgeot. And granted, it needs to hit a fucking Zap Cannon, but A, I don't want to lose Pidgeot, and B, if I switch Chicken into a Zap Cannon, I think we low-key tank it, but if we, it guaranteed paras. And then we're in like super trouble. We don't tank it, we live it, but it's like with 5% left. But yeah. I mean, that could have, it was 4 deaths, I think that was the expected. We kept the goats alive, Pidgeot didn't overlevel, which is insane. For Barry at least. The level cap is 65, but for Barry specifically it's 63. And I kind of really need Pidgeot there. Alright, KTZ, laid up on me. What was the wipe line? How much did I miss here? Also, is there anything you'd be wary of? The fog is gone. That is fog split down. We had more kill or more deaths than KTZ, so better not hear any complaining about frauding. We had 6 deaths in Fog Gauntlet with no gravity. I mean, I can't complain. We made it. Okay. Perfectly timed repel. What am I doing? Fucking manipping the movement. You also got some extra cash, I think, because Viper came out. Hold on, I'll read your message in a sec. Good fight though, like you made it so you had play in most situations and you need 2 on this fight. Oh, you need to do that on this fight to risk some fiction, yeah. Is that was that a question? Or you're probably writing them now? I don't know. But yeah. Tauros died to recoil. I mean, I would have probably sat here for 10 minutes looking at it. Hold on. Yeah, we get some encounters now, but let me just answer this question real quick. If Tauros died to recoil, I'm pretty sure that's only possible. It's not even possible unless I exactly crit. And if it crit, that means it was guaranteed Regirock into, because the turn that it Giga impacted the Amphi, right? Was the turn that Gyarados went down and Beedrill died. So it was guaranteed Regirock into Tangrowth. And then I'm just sending Chicken and Pidgeot out. And I'm dodging the endgame fiction scenario. Or what am I saying? I'm dodging like the crit from Tangrowth on both. Most likely, it was most likely AP into Pidgeot, but like, Yeah, and then I don't know, if I get crit there, then I lose to Metacham and GG's. But yeah, crit there would have been fucking awful, for sure. I guess paralysis was bad in the after all, right? It was bad in the line where it didn't switch out. I mean, because the only way Tauros would die that turn is if it had exactly crit Ampharos. So in that turn I would have killed Gera, Gera would have killed Beedrill, and then Amphi and Tauros would have both died. So everyone would be dead. It would be like, I have 2 open slots and they would have 2 open slots. That would have been funny. But I'm assuming the AI sees my dead Mons. So I'd go Regirock first. I guess it could be either Regirock Medicham or Regirock Tangrowth. Right? Regardless, I only had... Maybe I could send Cacturn out as a hedge. I think it was guaranteed Regirock at least. So maybe I have to send Chicken Pidgeot no matter what. Pray I win this 50-50. I mean, I send first, but they don't see who I send in for that turn switch out, right? Because I send it in first, but we're quote-unquote sending them in at the same time. You know? It could be Regirock Medi, now that I think about it. It was 50-50. It was always Regirock, and then it was 50-50 Medi Tangrowth. Regardless, if it's always Regirock, I have to send in the chicken. Right? I could technically send in Cacturn and then sack it that turn. But if it's Regirock Tangrowth, I'm not getting a kill. Regi Medi is the best case. At that point I was balling out, but I think at that point I'm just sending in Blaziken and Pidgeot, and I'm just dodging the crit on Tangrowth. No ifs, ands, and like that's literally the only play I think. Because now Pidgeot kills the Medicham and Regirock. It is a good thought exercise. But regardless, it's like... I mean, Cacturn was pre-damaged to bait kills from Regirock, right? So in theory I could send it in. The problem if it's Tangrowth, I'm just risking the crit on Blaziken. So might as well send in the Pidgeot instead of Cacturn in the case that it's Medicham. Especially because if it's Regirock Medicham, like I have no counterplay. I have to win a 50-50 on the who Medicham targets that turn, right? Or else I lose the fight. So no matter what, I think I'm sending in Chicken and Pidgeot. And like in the case where all 4 went down and we're in this situation that we're talking about now, if that had happened, no matter what, I'm always risking crit on Tangrowth. There is like no way around it. The question is if I'm risking it the next turn or if I'm risking it after I double frag when it's Magnezone Tangrowth out, you know? So it's like, and that was what I was originally, that was like part of the original line. like the original line is like, I'm gonna have to risk crit through fog. And if that happens, so be it. Wow, Pidgeot was so close. It was a nightmare scenario, but like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first cooked up this line, that was kind of like the end game I was playing for, which was just risking crit from Tangrowth. Yeah, I won't lose. Well, if it's Tangrowth Regirock first, and Pidgeot gets crit that turn, I can't kill the Medicham. That's when I lose. I would need to get like, I would probably need to hit like a flamethrower crit through fog on the Medicham to win. Maybe 2. I don't even think 1 kills. So, yeah. Or I guess I could dodge Psycho Cut and fog, right? Anyway. We get encounters. Thank you guys for the follows. That fight was fun. Trust me, that's not the end of the balling. Cyrus is gonna be a movie. If that wasn't a movie enough. Alright, let's take a look. These encounters don't actually fucking matter, but since I don't have gravity. So Clamber Claw Cliffs. Should I just high roll for the ghost type? Where is it? Oh. That's funny. Cause I added these to I added all these encounters, cause I can get one of these three from the mansion. Well, technically if I get Licky Licky, then I have to run from it. So these two I can get from the mansion right now, but neither of them do anything on Cyrus, so I'm not doing it right at this moment. The thing is, if I do want to catch this, I need Empoleon, and Empoleon might die on Cyrus. And yes, Empoleon might just die. Who did we lose? They're over here? Okay. Yeah. I clicked Survivor, right? I just couldn't find it. So yeah. Also, the ghost types don't actually help me at all in Cyrus. Either. And I'm super behind on my Rock Smash table. Like, extremely behind. And like, I think the responsible play is just to take this. If we think we're actually like continuing to play the game after like Cyrus, you know, just because the getting, I mean, Gengar would be hype. It's a good mon, but it's like 40%. Drifloon can just boom on me. Altaria doesn't help at all on Cyrus. I think I just continue the table. And I think here I just take Carvana for the future. I could think about rolling for Blastoise. I'm not taking a Masquerain unless it has Tech. It has Ominous Wind, but I don't need that. So let's just do Rock Smash. Yeah, I'll get the items from the mart. Do I even have a Rock Smash mon left? Let's put on some music. Oh, am I losing? I'm losing frames, aren't I? My bitrate just went to fucking shit. You did not miss, Cyrus. I'm gonna move around in my box. I'm probably... Am I lagging? Like, my stats say I'm not losing that many frames, but my bitrate is like awful right now. My connection is terrible. Was it lagging during the fight? Oh, you have Rock Smash. Okay, let's put on music. Yeah, 4 Def Jupiter. Doesn't matter who we bring. I guess these guys are like level 15. It was lagging a little bit or like a lot? I didn't realize it was bad. I was way too locked in on my screen. Do these guys like have a trap? I mean, Geodude can blow up, Shuckle can be annoying. They're all good catch rate though, we just quick ball. Yeah. I mean, for how bad like my bitrate is right now, I'm not dropping that many frames. Um, is rock where's this rock smash again? There's no more optionals here, right? Not just gonna insta lose to an optional. Are there any? That's an item right there, or is that where the optional is? That's true. The bit rate matters for it just like skipping a bit. Okay, it's gonna take forever. I was kind of hoping I just got it like first try, but that's okay. I think that just might be a me thing. I think the setting is like 15 seconds stream delay, but I don't know. I do notice I normally ask a question and I get an answer like 45 minutes later, but I thought that was just standard. My internet is so shit. My laptop is so shit, like I don't know, I can't go. Yeah, that could be. Oops. Okay, shuck Bob. Unless unfortunately I sacked both my Glaremons. That's okay. Yeah, you can pick the area you get your encounters in. My encounter there was Wishcash. +1 Orin. Neutral nature is good. Terrible abuse for a Shuckle. 10 HP, 4 defense, 1 Svidef. That's okay. I'm skipping this song because I swear I heard this yesterday. I guess we just pick up the Sharpedo, like, we could high roll in the grass for a Stantler. Is it? Oh wait, no, that's not true. What's the name of this town? It's not Celestian, it's Celestica? Celestic? There's no gravity mons in the grass. I mean, there's a 10% Stantler. Do I ever roll for that? Is Carvana a good dupe anywhere? It's a dupe in the underground. Is it a dupe for Shellos? It is. I think I just pick up the Carvana. It's also it's a tinted lens, it's not rough skin. That's okay. You could also get a Corfish. Or Blastoise, that would be potent. I could also delay. Could delay till I get a Corfish. So for a guaranteed Blastoise. I think I'll just pick up the Carvana. We technically don't need to do this now, actually. I'm not repelling. I'm an idiot. Bro, what? You said there was items in the mart? There's no trainers over here, I'm pretty sure. This guy's in a trainer, right? Gotta change the time. I don't think any of them matter for now. I'm not use. I think I saw in the item stock I can get that, but I already checked. It doesn't do anything for the next few fights. Where are we? 211 East. Okay, yeah, it's not a trainer. Wide lens in theory is like a thing I can use, but not really. Oh shit. Stop! I didn't realize these guys were level 65, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a Chimecha of all things. Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, Extra Sensory, Shadow Ball. I should probably thought a little bit more before just going in randomly. That was the worst move I could have picked. You're like totally dead to crit, Aura Sphere. Pidgeot is also dead to crit. Scissor's on the Cyrus team. Did I just risk it? I kinda have to. Alright, we're fine. Alright, let's get the next fight out of the way. I'm still dropping so many frames. Anyway. I think on this fight I was like leading you and Raichu. It's gonna frag the Clay Doll. Raichu's gonna be pre-damaged to be in feint attack range. The Shell Bell. So we just full tackle this guy. And these two always bait Crobat Gliscor. Which means we can just frag the Gliscor while I switch to Donphan. Then next turn, it's never AP, I mean it's Silverwind, but we'll figure it out. And Sludge Bomb, we can just go into Nidoqueen. This has King's Rock, it's a little annoying. You can't, like, pre-sleeping in this town is like, I should restart stream. Like my bitrate is off, it's like at 3000 kilobits per second, like I'm probably gonna restart. I just wanna briefly look at this. You can't pre-sleep in the beds here, right? Bring Nomu. Bring Empoleon. Yeah, it's only getting worse. Alright, everyone sit tight. I'm gonna restart my laptop, restart my router, and I'll be back in like a few minutes. BRB. I'm just gonna pin a message. I'll just pin this. Okay, be right back. Although the bitrate just got better, I'm still gonna